Hi there, artists. So today we're working on the third day of this huge nocturnal forest picture. The first day, unless you were absent, we used model magic and we sculpted an owl. She's going to take a little nap today, so we're not going to see the owls. The last time we had art, we started on a background, and today what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the other items that we're going to be putting into our background. Not today. The next art class is when we will cut and put them all together so our project will look nice and finished. So again, though, today is just going to be for drawing. So we're going to get all different supplies. So these are the things we're going to need. I set that one aside. So you're going to get some brown scrap paper. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark, it doesn't matter. And everybody's going to need to start with a pencil. Of course, we always start with a pencil. And the first thing we do is always the same. We write down our name. Yep, even on these little scrappy bits. So you can tell I've already started. On the original one I did, let me show you once again. I chose mostly animals. I've got a moth, a fox, and a possum. And you can do these same animals if you're so inspired, or you can change and you could do plants and animals. It's up to you. Maybe you do a moon, I don't know. So on this one, I did a tree, and I was looking at the tree examples. You're going to have how to draw examples, or some of them aren't even how to draw. You could just look at different ideas that might inspire you. All of these animals or things are things that you can see in a nighttime forest. So let me rewind. Sorry about that. I was looking at this tree and I thought, man, that's a little bit hard to draw, and that might be hard to cut out because we have to cut them out next class. So I changed my idea. I was just inspired by this. Is that okay? Yep, it's definitely okay. And I colored it with fall colors because it's fall time. And I made a snail too. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do just one thing so I could just remind you of the steps we are to be a good drawer. So one thing I could do is, oh, it's so far up. If that's too, it doesn't matter. We're going to cut it all out next time. So I might as well just turn my paper. Notice also the size. I don't have anything teeny weeny because if I did, it'd be hard to cut out, it would be hard to color, and it would be hard to trace with Sharpie when I eventually do. So I'm holding my hand here so you can see that it's about the size of my hand actually, all right? Not too tiny. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at this mushroom and I'm gonna just follow the steps. I can of course change my idea if I want to. I could change the order of the steps. I can change anything I want. Okay, so when I'm happy, I pick something that's not too challenging to draw, just so that I could show you and you have plenty of time. If you don't like what you draw, before I move on, if you don't like what you draw, you could just erase it, you can cross it off, and you could try another one, all right? Because we're gonna cut this paper out so you get to try as many times as you want. The things that you are happy with, the second thing you're gonna do after pencil, always pencil first, is to trace it with a Sharpie. If your Sharpie is not working well, should you use it? If it is not working well, instead, put it next to the Sharpie box so I can test it to make sure. And then get a different one. You can even share with the people at your table because you won't need it that often, only for tracing today. I could add more details. And then to color this, we're going to be using the construction paper crayons. I love these crayons. They work so good on, you guessed it, construction paper. They don't have some of the classic colors. For example, if you want to make that classic red mushroom, they don't have that color. So I'm just going to pick the next best thing. Just picking my colors. What do I think? What do I think? All right. And a couple things. So let me show you down here first. Can you see that color very well in the brown? Probably not super well on the camera. But my point that I wanted to show you is that I really like to blend colors. I like to use not just one color, but I like to use two colors. This is just something fancy if you're ready for it. And I could blend in, practice blending in a different color. See how much fancier that looks? Now, I know I'm making it look easy. That part is a little bit tougher. So again, if you'd like to practice with me, blending one color on top of another, then you're welcome to. You might notice that I only did the edges. I didn't do the middle, and I tried to make it blend so it was nice and seamless. Kind of like, I believe you would like to call it ombre. All right, guys. So today, again, is all about just coloring. and drawing and coloring, all right? We're not gonna cut them out. We're not gonna glue them anywhere. We get to try as many animals, plants as we want to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you got your own idea that's really wild. Maybe you're gonna take on a big challenge, like, I don't know, a deer or something. Anyway, I can't wait to continue drawing, and I hope that you have fun today too. Happy arting, everybody.